fake, a three. It's through for Desmond Bain.
FBK. Fly by King.
Wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch! So hot. Oh, Jared said no!
Because he doesn't put on a play, comes up with a monster block.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Morant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Bain drives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Close. He hits and the Grizzlies have the lead.
Yeah!
Jared with a knockaway.
Good defense.
Morant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go! Let's go!
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Morant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
If you go to a hustle game, you're going to see a very fast-paced game. A lot of action, both offensively, defensively.
Nice rejection right there.
In a great environment at the Lander Center. You could bring family there, kids are running around.
Down the lane and one for Zion Poland.
And then you're going to see a lot of talented basketball players competing at a high level.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Wednesday, February 26th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, I hope you like points because we watched 299 of them last night as the Grizzlies had an overtime thriller against the Pahonic Suns. We'll talk about what we saw at FedEx Forum last night and all the sights and scenes as the Grizzlies moved to 38-20 on the year. Luka faced his former team last night in a late game between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. The Tigers are back in action tonight with a blackout against Rice at FedEx Forum, and what is a busy week down at FedEx Forum. We got some NFL draft notes as the Combine is getting underway. We'll get to all the news and notes of the day. Jessica Benson is going to join us in studio. It's a Wednesday. It's beautiful out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is a game that we were all at FedEx Forum last night where the Grizzlies called 12, and he delivered once again, and the Grizzlies won a thrilling overtime game against the Phoenix Suns at FedEx Forum. 299 total points in the game last night. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senior Sack, Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, John Asparagus, John Netcarb.
Yes.
He's John Lance.
Yes.
He's Yogi Roser.
What
He's
up?
John Quadrant.
Yes.
He's Dr. Thunder.
Yes.
He's John Hustle.
We're a week away.
Hello, John.
We're a week away from that.
From what?
You know.
What do I know?
Call me Dr. Thunder. We're a week away.
Hey, we got 3 more home games before we get to that.
I know. I'm just saying.
3 more home
away.
games.
It is a week away.
This guy.
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadella, Mr. Matt, Nava Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He's Sir Hess. He's Walker 93.
You're right. To wear what I got on today, bro, because last night was a good night for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It was a good night, so, we're here. We lit. You see the shirt? You see the shirt? That's all I got to say. You see it.
We are a week away from having to hear, is currently constructed.
Yeah, F you. And you're
all right, so here we go.
The real is back. The Ville is back.
Last night, this was, as I walked into the studio this morning, I told both of you, this was dangerously, perilously close to being one of my least favorite grumpy Grizzly days of the year. I'm going to start with that just because I had the most ominous feeling last night, and it was one of those things that where it was like game obviously gets done late because of the overtime. We do the post-game show. lights, camera, action, everything. It's just so lit in that arena. The environment was amazing last night.
Playoff-esque.
Amazing.
Playoff energy in that joint.
Amazing environment last night. And there was so much that went on, so many ups and downs in that game, and obviously epic with the 299 points that were scored in the game. But I had this feeling last night where it was pure, unadulterated joy, which was Ja Morant hitting that game-tying shot. We're at the timeout. Bennett Doyle and I are sitting next to each other, and we are discussing, and I'm saying to him, what do you think he does out of this? I was like, do you think he goes and tries to get like a Bane 3 here on a good look, and we try to end this thing? Because Jaren's already fouled out. So do you want to play 5 more minutes of an overtime? Like, we're out of guys, big guys. And we're running Clark and Edey kind of back and forth in there. But do you want to try to go 5 more minutes without Jaren Jackson in the game? Do you want to just go for the win here? Or is he going to give it to Ja and you're going to try to get this tie? So as we know, clear out, Morant goes on Brad Beal, gets a great look, makes a shot, right? Not an easy shot, tough shot, but he makes a shot. I mean, the roof's coming off. He's doing the call 12. Everybody's going crazy. I'm like, the game, they didn't win the game. The game's tied. But it's just
it
like.
It felt like we won the game.
Right.
I ain't going to hold you.
That's how it felt. It was that kind of environment. I mean, it's pandemonium in there. So now you're going to come out of a timeout. Right now it's Phoenix timeout. They still got plenty of time to get a good shot off at the end of regulation. Okay, so this is Ja ends up taking it, tying the game with a couple seconds left. We come out of that timeout, and I see Desmond Bane guarding Kevin Durant, and I am going bonkers. Like, I can't believe this. This can't happen.
Yeah.
Not like this. There's nobody else in the entire arena that is getting that ball. Why is Santi not on him? Why is Brandon not on him? This can't be. We can't have Desmond Bane on Kevin Durant for this play. The ball's going to him. End of story. He's getting the ball. This is just going to be a Kevin Durant shot and a contest. That's it.
And pray for a brick.
And pray.
And you just got to pray.
Bro, we put one of our literally the shortest player on the court on Kevin Durant, with the shortest arms, no less.
Yeah.
On Kevin Durant. It's good. He's just going to shoot right over him, catches the ball, turns, shoots right over him. And I swear, it played out exactly like I thought it was going to play out.
Right there.
But thank God he missed.
That is the most perfect just catch and turn and fade.
The guy has scored 30,000 NBA points.
Probably
and it's like
10,000 doing that.
I'm like, how did this happen? How did this happen?
Yeah.
Look, we just came out of this can't be the matchup. I swear to God, if they would have lost with Kevin Durant just catching and shooting over the top of Desmond Bane, this would have been the worst show you have ever heard of. I was so mad about that.
Make her miss league, Vernon.
I know.
Make her miss league.
Truly.
You know what I'm saying?
That can't happen, though. I was so like...
I could not believe he missed that, too, with the look that he got.
Bro, make her miss league,
that was the biggest dodge bullet in the world.
Yes.
And then, obviously, Morant and the rest of the guys had a outstanding overtime, except for, again, dude, they put me through the ringer last night.
Yeah.
You're going through it, huh? Roller coaster of emotions.
Because I'm watching the game through the perspective of give me my best chance, right?
Yes.
And they came out in the second half, and for the first 5.5 straight minutes, I mean, you could look at my text. I'm bitching the entire time. They put Zach Edey on Bol, which, again, bro, put his ass on Plumlee. Like, whatever. He's on Bol. For 5.5 minutes, I've got to watch Mike Budenholzer spam. We're going to put him in every single action. Every single one. And guys are either switching and guys are driving right past him, or Bull is then getting the ball and he's doing whatever he wants. He's either he's scoring no matter what. And I'm like, bro, they are just targeting him. And so then we dodge the bullet at the end of regulation. We come back out in the overtime, and because Jaren's out, so now he goes back to Zach Edey, who we haven't seen because Budenholzer spammed it for the first 5.5 minutes of the second half.
Yep.
And they just score every time. So they come out in overtime, and it's like Budenholzer's like, all right, guys, do it again. And they just start spamming it again. I'm like, bro, get him out.
Yeah.
Get him out. Please, God, put Brandon in the game. Like, they just drove me crazy last night. Like, that Phoenix team, I mean, that has got to be soul-crushing because you can't play better offensively and lose a game. There's no way.
Yeah.
Did you see that Sean Coleman tweet about how the stats were 44-1 when teams have accomplished what they accomplished in terms of number of assists, shooting over 50% from three, and scoring the amount that they did?
Yeah, and then tonight, NBA teams are 44-1 all the time when they produced 20-plus threes, 35-plus assists, and shot 55% or better from the tray line in a single game. They are now 44-2 after last night.
Well, in the 44-1, the one was a 170-point game.
176, 175.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I mean, you just don't.
No.
Clearly, you don't lose when you put up those kind of numbers. I mean, honestly, look, you score 148, you should win.
You should win an NBA game. And that's like all-star level. By the way, my Sky Dog had to come through in overtime.
You did. You got the Sky Dog last night.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Make
did.
Make sure y'all put that on there. Put that Excel sheet up. Put it up.
Oh, the Sky.
Yeah,
you do get a green.
You needed a Sky Dog win more than anybody.
Hey, look,
you
bro,
needed one.
You needed to win.
It's okay. It's okay. My dog BC came through for me.
Bro, my Sky Dog was on Mars.
He was on Mars.
Who'd you pick?
Hey,
Vince.
Put the damn thing up.
What is wrong?
Put it
like,
up.
why? He looked like he didn't even know what planet he was on.
Shout out Jaylen.
The whole game.
And your Sky Dog didn't shoot until the second half.
I know.
I love Vince Williams. Vince Williams looked like he was on another planet last night. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
At one point, John Morant just like gave up. They like zoned up, and he just he started yelling at Vince, and Vince was like, "What?" And he's like, "Look, in this offense that I resent to no end," and obviously Job resents the offense to no end. And that is the thing that comes out of last night. It's like there has got to be a happy medium here.
Yeah, they've got to find a balance.
Because in the fourth quarter, it was sets and ISOs in the fourth quarter.
Because here's the trick, right? Here's the trick. The offense, you cannot argue with the results, right? Offense, one of the top three offenses in the land. Yeah. Like the numbers, the numbers they put up are crazy numbers, right? It works. It is not what best fits him. Everybody knows that. I have said he needs to be. I understand the resent towards the offense, but and I know everybody promoted Zach Edey as this guy, the screens that he sets, whatever. These guys do not set screens like Valanciunas and like Adams. Like, those are guys that when they set screens, they die. We don't have a screen setter on this team.
No.
You can talk about Edey all you want. Guys don't die on screens with Edey. They don't.
Not yet.
And he doesn't know how to do it yet.
Not yet.
No.
He doesn't
Not
know.
yet.
He's not that guy yet. Yeah. We don't have a screen setter. Like, Ja wants the high screen, play off it, and that's the basketball. Yeah. And that's what he got used to, and that's when he became this all-NBA superstar. It is what is best suited for him. It is. That kind of basketball is best suited for him. This type of basketball is best suited for everybody, but it's not the best suited thing for the best player. So that's the trick. And that's what, if you read between the lines with both what Ja says and Taylor says, it's this constant evolution of figuring out the yin and yang of this, right? Yeah. What is best for Ja? What is best for the group, right? And obviously, you've got to be able to, and that is one of the pressurized things of this last 25 games as you get to the playoffs, is like, you need to get the best version of Ja Morant. part of that is also Ja has to, like, sometimes his frustration boils over and to where I feel like, bro, you've got to participate in the offense, right? Like, he finally, you saw, everybody's watching that clip over and over again, and every Bleacher Report, House of Highlights, everybody in the free world is like, oh my God, Ja Morant almost hit his head on the rim, right? Bro, that same thing is there all the time. One of the hallmarks of this offense that you have seen is the guy cutting baseline.
Yeah.
He never does it. He did it, and it was right there, and he just crammed it. It was awesome.
Dude, he got so high on that.
Dude, but you see how many guys, you see guys cutting that baseline, like guys cut from the baseline all the time. He just stands there. He very rarely makes that cut, and it was one of those moments where I was like, bro, if you do that a little bit more, right? Like, again, it's about being a willing, not just standing in the corner and saying, all right, I'll be over here, run your stupid offense, right?
When I get it, I got it.
Right. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And I get it. This is not me downing on Morant, because I understand this, because you have seen, right? If you took any of these guys and you put them in this, you took James Harden, you took Trae Young, you took Luka Doncic, you took whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they all want they're best with the ball in their hands, bro. That's when they go.
He wants to make the call. He's a point guard.
Yes.
I want to come down the court. I want to see the defense. I want to make a call. Like that's what they do in the fourth quarter.
So, look, Ja Morant has been standing in the corner like that the whole year.
Dude, he was so high up on that.
Hey.
Oh, my God, he got high on
He
that.
has been standing in the corner like that all year. He made that cut. And look at what.
Oh, I caught that. What you looking at,
Dude, he could have kissed the rim on that.
He said the Wi-Fi was messed up there. He had to come down before he
I'm telling you, that
crashed.
cut's been there.
Yeah.
Over and over and over, right?
You say that, but I also rather want him to be the point guard. Like, let him be PG. Because in the fourth quarter, when down the stretch, every possession, they ran a play 2 times in a row. That Jaylen peeing off the baseline, 2 possessions in a row and scored on both of them.
There's a couple times where it drives me insane. Look, the whole first, you could tell 1 minute into this game, okay, they're not going to double Jaren on the touch. Jaren honestly could have had 50 points last night.
Easily.
They wouldn't give him the ball.
11 and 13.
I'm like, enough with this. Like, throw him the ball. They don't have one player that can guard him. Not one. They're going to have to create a player and bring him in because they don't have anybody.
Because KD was too little.
No,
Jaren was pushing him to the second
And the first
row.
time, so you remember the first time we played the Suns, he destroyed them.
Yeah.
And then the last time we played them, they on the touch, and they made his life hell. And then Ja was able to get off, and these other guys. So then last night, it was like, are they going to double him again? And the second he caught the ball, I'm like, oh, second guy didn't come. I was like, all right.
It was
food.
Floater.
He could have scored one. What is he, 11 for 13?
11 for 13, 83% from the field. He was not missing last night.
And I don't need this foul thing becoming a thing anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like, this has been the last 2 games, and I'm like, no, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this.
I think the last 5 have been tough for true.
Yeah,
5?
Let me
double
There's been some level of foul trouble.
Let me double
he has got to be on the court.
He's gone 5, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
He's been.
I mean, he's got to be on the court.
And he was 5 in the Clippers game, too.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out, Trip. Because at some point, he was getting the whistle that, like, allowed him to be a kind of aggressive defender. And, like, last night, even the Devin Booker, the 6th one was like, okay, it was a hook, but, like, bro, don't put yourself in that
so
situation.
Goofy.
Yeah,
they're goofy. They're never, like...
He averaged
3.1 into the first row, which I
He averaged 3.1 fouls per game in November, 3.3 in December, 3.6 in January. He's averaging 4 in February. So
he knows.
It's up.
Yeah,
and he knows.
It's up.
It's not an oblivious thing. Like, he knows. Like, I can't be out here just fouling.
Well, he was super frustrated last night.
Yeah.
Right?
He walked off like, damn, it was one of those looks in his face where, like, yo, I just ruined this game for my team.
Well, and it was another one of
4
those where it's
minutes
like, it's a perfect example of you can't win, and you, like, this is when the coach holds the guy out because they want to wait a little bit longer and get by without him, and then everybody is screaming, put Jaren back in. Like, we didn't have him then.
Yeah.
Like, then we lost him. We didn't have him for the last 5 minutes of the game and overtime.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, you know, you can't win for losing sometimes, right? It's like, geez, if I I put him back in, and that's what I was rewarded with, right?
Well, the other end, what helped that was when Booker fouled out almost immediately after that too.
Yeah, great job by the refs because everybody doesn't want to watch Jaren Jackson and Devin Booker.
I know,
Both
right?
of them guys fouling out is stupid.
Come on, bro. We ain't here to watch y'all, bro. We here to watch the superstars. Hey, I will say, too, Vernon, you try to give him smut on this show before for not being able to jump and not being able to jump over a sheet of paper. But our boy Jaylen Wells got up there on that rim. He got up there on that rim.
He did.
Let's go, JW. JW got up on that. I was like, okay. I said, Vernon, look at that. Look at that. Look at that boy dunking that basketball.
He did dunk.
2 hands. He was
awesome last night.
I think I get 100% credit for him dunking.
He heard you say you can't dunk.
I mean,
and
I watched him pump fake and do like he was. I thought he was honoring Shane Battier for the first half of the season.
And we also
yeah. Well, I mean, dude, how many times does he cut to the basket and then just either pump fake or just finished with a layup?
Yeah.
He never dunks it. And as soon as I made a thing about him, I think he's dunked 4 times since.
He's because
he has not done.
Day after you said it, he
never did it.
He caught one in the lane and
You're welcome, Grizz Nation.
Yeah,
You're welcome. All I had to do was say this guy never dunks the ball, and now he dunks.
Well, I don't think he can throw that lob again. I don't think you can throw those lobs again, Jaylen.
It only took.
They testing your gangster, bro.
Hey, it only took Ja doing the run up, right, like point up. And then him not throwing it 60,000 times and eye rolling him until last night he threw
He just threw it and Ja just caught it. And it was probably a bad pass. Ja just jumped so high.
Dude, he channeled his inner Ja, man. He turned to the crowd. Jaylen did, let out the primal scream.
Yeah.
He was high-fiving people sitting courtside.
That goes to our point.
Hey.
Goes to our point we talk about all the time.
Hey, go on and win Rookie of the Year then.
Hey, I think he's gonna win.
Rookie of the Year then.
Dude, Castle's gone to the bench.
Hey. Well, we can do
that
it.
Castle wave was hitting for a minute, but then Wemby got hurt. He moved to the bench, and it's like, there's an open door.
Let's go, JW.
There's an open door here.
And he been playing well last couple games, too. He's knocking down trades. But that goes to what you just said, Rosa. We talk about all the freaking time, bro. And this shirt is what we talk about all the time. They follow behind Ja.
Dez was telling him the whole game.
Right there,
Dez was telling him the whole game.
He hit a 3. He did the little celebration. I was like, hold on. This is after Ja did the call 12.
But I will.
He hit the gritty.
He hit the gritty, yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is what we're talking about.
Dez told him. Dez said something to him in the game.
Go be you. He said, go be you.
They feed off you. The whole team feeds off you.
He said, go be Ja.
Well, I'm telling you this. In the third quarter, it all was coming like
unglued.
It was crashing down.
Yeah.
They zoned up. He just threw the ball away and started yelling at Vince. He came over to the bench and he was yelling. And then he went to the end of the bench and just sat down with his head down. And I was like, no. When you were talking about how they follow him, I watched the huddle. Because he yelled at one of the assistant coaches.
Yeah.
And he's yelling at whatever. Because he was just frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because nobody moved when they all zoned up.
Yeah,
and so he just threw the ball. And it was like, what is going on? What is going on? So he's all frustrated. He's walking down to the end of the bench. He's got his head down. He's sitting down there, past Jay Huff. And I watched the huddle, and Desmond Bane walked straight into the huddle. And guess who? Lamar Stevens. And they were both like, come on. And they were like, no, we're not doing this, blah, 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 blah. And they're all started yelling.
Yeah.
Bro, they came out like hellfire.
Yeah, they did.
They were flying around, getting every stop, going down to the other end, hitting buckets, and the crowd gets back into it. And I was like, whoa.
Was one of those when Jaren got
they weren't going to let Josh's frustration
kill it.
No. Because he was mad, and bro, the whole thing got dark for about 5 seconds.
It did.
And they were like, no. And they were flying around defensively.
Well, Jaren, I think that's when, and I think Jaren, that may have been one of those plays where right after that, Jaren got a block because Jaren turned to the crowd too and freaking threw his arms in the air. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of us on this show, one of these 3, I walked over to one of us, and then that run happened. This man had the. Do you think Taylor's gonna have the audacity, gonna have to put Ja back in? I said,
would he have the? Yeah, would he keep him out if he had to?
He gonna have to put that dude back on the court regardless of what happens.
This ain't no Anthony Edwards.
That's what I'm saying. It's the night after that happened.
He was like, do you think Taylor's gonna put him back out there? I said, bro, yeah, they can go on an 85-0 run. They're gonna put that dude back out there on the court. And when they put him
We
out
got a little
there,
bit of breaking news.
oh no.
Another scheduling update for the Grizzlies.
Oh,
boy.
Let's go!
Oh,
So
boy.
we've got
8:30 game. 8:30 game. All right, so for those that are listening, another scheduling update for the Grizzlies. March 5th, the matchup versus Oklahoma City in the Grindhouse. Oklahoma City, Memphis is now going to be televised on ESPN, and the change of the game time will be to 8:30 local time.
So that gives us next Wednesday, next Friday, next Sunday. We have 3 straight ESPN games.
What they say? What they say? What Cardi B say, Vernon?
Are these what's it called? Are these 76ers games that they're bailing on?
Have to be 76ers
Really?
games. Do they have to be Sixers games? Or Spurs.
Huh?
Or Spurs.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Mavericks.
Or Mavs.
Well, we've got the Mavs on Friday the 7th on ESPN, and we've got the Pelicans on
Hold on,
Sunday.
I'll look at ESPN's schedule. All right, so originally it was supposed to be Cleveland, Miami, and then
Bucks Mavs.
well, no.
This says Bucks Mavs is still on ESPN at 8:30 at the same time. So
Oh, really?
They hadn't taken it off. Yeah.
Okay, so Bucks,
So it was a,
Mavs.
it was a
Mavs got
Mavs
booted
game.
off.
Yeah, it was a Mavs game then.
It was in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah. So they kicked Bucks Mavs off.
Oh, and they changed it to where there's a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be Miami at Cleveland and then Oklahoma City at Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will probably, our Friday game, March 7th at Dallas, they're probably going to keep it on ESPN because of the other early games. None of them are. If they're flexing out Mavericks games, then they wouldn't flex out. I don't think they'd flex out ours. The only one they would flex out for would be Timberwolves Heat next Friday night. So I think we'll still be on next Friday night. And then Sunday we're on ESPN against the Pelicans at 6. They could put Cavs Bucks on.
Just call us the ESPN Grizzlies.
They could put Cavs Bucks on.
ESPN
Yeah.
loves the Grizzlies. All
Look,
of a sudden.
that is going to be a huge one now. That one got so much bigger with Memphis versus Oklahoma City now being on ESPN in primetime on a Wednesday night.
At 8:30. Hey, y'all, get y'all wet willies, bro. I need y'all cracking, bro.
Yeah, no, it's going to be
just
gonna
go
be
ahead.
an event.
Tony Allen.
That's going to be an event. Oh,
You got a week.
I need
Take
TA
off
in the
work.
building tomorrow.
You got a week.
I'm
Take
finna-
off
tomorrow.
work.
I need TA in the building because last night, as you noticed, Ja was sitting on defense. Everybody sitting on defense. Everybody scored a bunch of points. He got to stop. Yo, that TA. First team again.
I know.
TA, I need you here,
We need TA on that front row.
He did. He got
Yeah,
that
every
stop
game.
on Beal. That was on Beal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on Beal.
Yeah, it was on Bradley
he
Beal,
grabbed them
yeah.
up, looked at TA. First team.
The other thing, that I noticed about last night is Dad was at the other end of the court
He was back on the
last
back on
night.
The side.
Yep.
Yeah, he's back on the.
He was back on the
original side.
across from the bench
Yeah.
where they were going during the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. He was putting on a show, that's for sure. And Morant went crazy in the fourth and overtime. What do you have? 15?
13 in fourth and overtime.
No, I thought I saw it was 15 to 14.
Am I tweaking?
Versus the Suns. He outscored them the last 7 minutes. I think it was the last 7 minutes of the fourth and overtime. It took out
I
think it was 15-14.
15, yeah, he outscored him. Yeah, 15 points in the fourth quarter OT. 15 points. By the way, and then people are bringing up the inefficient numbers, but bro, it doesn't matter, bro.
I want him taking that many shots.
I want him shooting the ball to me.
Yes.
Because when it matters most.
No. But look, we can't kill the threes.
Oh yeah, the threes are. He was chunking them.
That was
up.
nasty.
He was letting them up. Right.
That was nasty.
He was.
He had already missed 9, and he took that last one, and one of them was in a massive moment of the game.
Yeah.
The corner jump.
No, the top of the key.
The top of the
and then he hit the craziest one.
He hit the crazy one.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should shoot them all. You should shoot them all like that. Ja.
He hit the. What did he take? How many did he make?
He made one.
No, he took 12.
He took 12.
We
He's one
can
of
calm
12.
down on that.
12
Hey,
threes.
I'll say this: he never goes to the line 14 times.
Not
ever.
anymore.
All in
No.
the second half. Too.
Ever.
Yeah.
He never goes to the line 14.
How many was in the second half?
Never.
I think he only went to the line twice in the first half.
Is that right?
No, he was 6 of 6 in the first half, so 8 of 8 in the second and overtime.
So he got the whistle down the stretch.
He
it
did.
It was 3 possessions in a row where he walked to the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whistle was on his side. When was the last time he shot 14 free throws in a game?
I mean, never.
I was some
Never.
of the stuff you
That's
talked
what it's like to
about-
be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for a night.
Some of the stuff you talked about where they funnel things, where they funnel stuff to players. that happened to Vince when he's in the game. Like, you see Vince taking corner threes. He's missing. Dude, they're there, and they're letting him take them. That's going to be a thing. I think the same's with Ja, too.
Okay.
Like, he's taking threes. They're all wide open. Teams are going to make him make that shot.
I'm gonna say this, and it's going to come out like it's mean. But I love him, and I think he's going to be greatly needed. Greatly. I need him to get his head out of his ass.
By the way, who?
That might sound mean. What is he doing? I'm not kidding. He looks like he's just running around half the time.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, the other guys are constantly like, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just out here. Like, we're good now.
They're telling Vince where to go.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Like, it shouldn't be this weird.
No.
Like, all that hustle stuff is still there, whatever, but, like, half the time I just feel like he doesn't even...
He doesn't know where he's supposed to be.
Well, the other thing is, bro, I need you to be locked down.
Yeah.
Not Ty Jerome. Like, Devin Booker was busting his ass, too, last night. And I'm like, bro, give me last year's Vince, like, locking people down and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, is something wrong with you or what?
Getting in people's faces, yeah. He was
just odd.
13 minutes, 2 for 6, 1 for 5, 1 for 5
bro,
for Trey Lane.
you got to watch him.
You
got to watch him, and it's like, bro, where do you fit in on that? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I need you to be – because, look, as much as I've talked about how eventually I think that he's going to be desperately needed as the stakes get higher and higher, maybe Wells is just going to blow past any kind of ideas I have about this. It's a real possibility that look, history tells us rookies are not performing at a high level in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, that's, and we know, like, it's going to get filtered too, right? And huge test for Wells on Friday night against the Knicks. Huge. Like, that's right. He did pass the test in Cleveland though.
Yeah.
Right? And like, he has been getting better. Right? And he's knocking down those shots. And he's no shrinking violet, bro. He shoots with confidence. Like, even in big moments last night,
he knocked out a big
pulled
one.
that three. He dunked that ball with the game on the line. Like, he's a competitor.
Because a rookie, bro, in that spot, you catch that on that baseline, Ja fires that ball to you. How many rookies have you seen just
Oh, yeah.
You drop it.
No,
like,
or hot potato it.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think it's like just poised rookie. You see Donovan Mitchell talking about him?
I saw that.
Donovan Mitchell gave him crazy flowers.
Oh, really?
Crazy flowers. And that lets you know, like, yo, like.
Other guys notice?
He said, yo, I've been watching him. And when he said this phrase, and we talk about this all the time with Tony and everybody else. He said, yo, he's on the chalkboard. Like, he's like, he's on the board. Like, we got to, like, it ain't one of those things where, like, oh, we're coming to this game. Jaylen Wells is guarding me. Let me. He's a rookie.
There starts to be an acknowledgement of
he ran down the guys that he's guarded.
Yeah,
like,
he was like,
yo, you don't.
He was going through all the names. He was like,
I think Jaylen's saying he's got it.
Yeah, play it.
You got this, Jaylen?
That's a good quote.
Jaylen Wells is a second-round rookie who's got 50-plus starts. That doesn't usually happen in this league.
That kid is good.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what was your impressions of him? He was picking you up full that whole first half, and he looked like he was really feeling comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched him a bunch this season, so kind of having to prep and understand, and for a second-round rookie for guys like myself, Dame, Book, and Steph, for us to really, he's like on the report, you know what I mean? That's a lot of respect to him. And then on the offensive end, I didn't know he shot it as well as he did, like with confidence, so a lot of credit to him, and he kind of made himself a staple over there, you know what I mean? I think that's something that they really rely on him to kind of disrupt a lot of different things. But he's definitely really talented. He's only going to get better, you know what I mean? And I give him a lot of credit for continuing to be that player and not really tripping on if I score, if he gets scored on, if he makes shots, doesn't make shots. He's been that way. I've been watching it all year, first time in person. So a lot of respect to him for sure.
Was it your interview at All-Star Weekend? It might have been. I can't recall. Where Wells said, I prepare like I'm the guy.
It wasn't mine, but
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
He did say that. He said, they were like, what do you attribute this success? He says, I prepare like I'm the star.
Yeah. It was an interview he did with somebody else. I saw that clip floating around.
Yeah, and I was like, right? Like, he treats it like I'm the guy they're going to count on tonight.
Yeah.
which is crazy. You know what I mean? Obviously, he was the guy that they were going to count on at Sonoma. He was the guy they were going to count on at Washington State. So, I mean, but that is such a – I thought it was such an interesting point of view because he has melded into being a consummate role player, right? He's not going to be the guy. He's not the guy that's going to be taking the most shots. And yet – and some guys struggle greatly with – I've always been the best player. And now how do I function when I'm not the guy that's getting a bunch of shots, right? I think this is still, this is still the thing that Gigi is figuring out, right? The thing that Gigi is like, bro, can you be great with 8 shots? Yeah. Right? Because he got to take 20 last year.
Yeah.
When it all, right? And we said, it's like, bro, it's not about, like, you're at best you're 4th on the totem pole. At best. No matter what happens. At best you're 4th. Right? And it's like, that's not an easy spot to excel at being the 4th, the 5th, the 6th option. Like, that's the trick. And it's what there's some of these guys, and that's why they've had the success they've had. Yeah. Like Wells has figured out how to be awesome taking 10 shots.
Yeah. You know how much
taking 8 shots.
You know how much confidence a team has you, your point guard has in you to run 2 exit screens down the stretch for you, bro. Like the play is for you to shoot the basketball. You're a rookie. They ran it twice for you. You knocked it down once. You gave it back to John the next one. Like you got to have some nuts, bro. You ain't running no plays on no rookies down the stretch if you ain't got confidence in them.
And he's non-pulsed. Like, I mean, like everything is fine.
Yeah, bro.
You never see him. You never see him like emotional.
Nah, he dunked the ball and ran and like guarded Bill.
NPC. I was like, the NPC killer.
Yeah. Shout out JW, man.
Yeah, the other one I've got to give his flowers to, because as I was talking about being able to star in their role, I got a random text last night from Ryan Russillo during the game, and I'm gonna read you the contents of the. I'm gonna read you the contents of the text. It said, one sentence, I think Santi is really good. That's all it said.
Yeah.
He's obviously watching the game. And, I mean.
That's for you, John Roser.
This is for you, Roser.
That's for you.
You want to talk about somebody being able to star in their role.
Yeah.
Santi Aldama has figured out how to be mega effective. Because, look, when he starts, he puts up real numbers.
Yeah, he does.
He's like 18-9 kind of guy when he gets to start. But being able to be good coming off the bench and getting 9 shots, and that happens regularly.
Yep.
And he's, effective over and over and over and over again, right? In a way that, guys, it has gotten so much more consistent this year than it has ever been.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the contract year, but at the same time,
sure,
he been playing his ass. When they made that run, it was a lot of Dez initiating with Santi, or Santi getting out on the break, or Santi knocked down a 3. He was hooping, bro. Roser,
he is. He's playing
Speak
well.
on it.
Yep.
Speak on it. Your favorite player. Speak on it.
Well, we traded Marcus Smart so we could sign Santi. I mean,
what's wrong with this dude? What's wrong with you, bro?
You know, Zach Klavin loves the Santi Aldama,
yeah, he
bro.
does.
Man, he owns all the Santi rookie cards.
Also,
that's his crown jewel.
Also is Brandon.
We drafted Zaire Williams. He didn't even care. He was like, this guy, we got 31.
From Loyola, man?
This guy, we got the steal at the end of the first round. Okay.
What'd you say about Brandon?
Brandon, freaking awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Skydog.
For sure.
Yeah.
We all smoked the layup.
Brandon just dude, he's.
I will say this, though. And I'm not saying this because I was the last living member on Bagley Island. We got to try him and Lamar a little. We're literally throwing crap out there anyway.
Yeah.
We got to honestly. We're just spitballing this stuff. It's like
Gigi, why would we not play
Benson.
Why would we not play Marvin Bagley against the Suns?
I would have loved it. Bro.
We just need the side. Bro, Edey, there are these teams. You know immediately, okay? And I know there's a whole lot of people in the fan base that have no idea what's going on. But, bro, I am telling you that we can't get a stop if they're going to throw this dude in a high pick and roll every single time.
Yeah.
They scored literally every time.
And that's bold.
And that's why I went crazy in overtime, right?
Imagine when it's good players in the playoffs.
It was fine. Look, it's fine against Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's just there for the vibes.
He's not doing anything,
there for the
right?
vibes.
But like if they're gonna go small against you, you are in a world of crap. Like he's not. You can't play him.
Yeah.
Like can't play him. Okay, and so you're now low on big guys, and you got into that situation last night where it was like, bro. And the other thing is like, Fish started chuckling at me. We run this post game thing. And it was like Luke Kennard's like talking about the game. And he's like, and one of the things that's been an issue for us is the offensive rebounding. And I think like we only gave up 8 tonight. So that was great and blah, blah, blah. And Fish comes on. And he's like, yeah, Luke Kennard who had, 5 big assists tonight. But also, as he was mentioning, the offensive rebounding. And that was not a big problem. Obviously it's been a point of emphasis, and it's something that Taylor Jenkins talked about before the game. And he looks over at me, and I'm like this. And he's like, what? This is on the postgame show. I said, Rob, I love Luke Kennard. I love you. Bro, there were no offensive rebounds to get. They made every shot they took. Like our offensive rebounding, or it wasn't as like the other team didn't get as many offensive rebounds. Bro, they scored 148 points, and we're sitting there talking. Hey, at least we kept them. Bro, if we gave up 20 offensive rebounds, they would have scored 175 points.
For real. Everything was going through the net, bro. Everything was going through the net last night, boy.
So I know it was point of emphasis, and I guess we can look at the box score and say, hey, we did a better job, but this team never missed.
They didn't. Every shot was
They shot 57% from 3.
Dude, at one point they were shooting
from 3, bro.
If you read that off like just no context, bro, you're like, yo, we got destroyed probably.
57%. Dude, Fish has these stats where it's like if the Grizzlies shoot 36% from 3, they're like 1,000-0.
Dude, have you
that's 30-something%.
Have you seen their third quarter of the Suns?
Well,
they shot 89% from 3.
Bro. It was all Grayson Allen, too. Grayson Allen was spraying that joint.
And 70% from the field.
It was a high pick and roll with Bol play off of it.
Yep. And then
they lost that quarter. We won that quarter.
Grayson Allen was sprayed it. Hey, we did finally see the Grayson Allen temper show up.
Crashed out.
He finally crashed out.
Thanks for crashing out, Grayson.
And he missed that free throw.
He did.
Dude, enormous missed free throw.
You know what's funny? T looked at TA and then was like, watch this. He's like, the game is, watch this. He gonna miss his front. He said, I know. I was like, oh, here we go. He missed. I told y'all. I was like, it was a whole situation.
So that was a big deal because if he makes both, they're up 3. Because on that inbounds play, they inbounded it to Beal, and I think it's Bain. Did not foul right away.
He didn't foul.
And
Wasted 4 seconds.
4 seconds ran off the clock before they fouled Grayson Allen. I'm like, well, dude, if Grayson Allen makes both of these, you just wasted 4 seconds. They're going to foul us up 3 and not let us get off a 3 to tie the game. So, like, we're screwed here. But then he missed it, and it changed everything.
I'll tell you one situational basketball thing that I did not have the awareness of, which was at the end of the game when we are going to kill the game, and Ja like passes it, whatever, and they passed it to Brandon Clark. I screamed. I'm like, no! Because it was a foul situation. Like the clock was going to run out, and there was a foul to give. And I was like, Jesus.
You got to stop. You're like,
I'm like, bro, if I've got to watch Brandon Clark go to the line to shoot that No!
Hey, BC was good last night, though, bro. Hey,
BC was awesome.
I will say, though,
we had so many brain locks. We really did.
Yes.
Like,
but it's
again,
okay.
This could have been a totally different show, and I'm so glad it wasn't, because we would be talking about how our only win is coming down 19 against that rat Orlando team that can't make a shot and plays clueless basketball.
Who got beat by 40 last night.
They put them over the knee.
They're in
Cleveland.
It's just been an absolute cratering. Truly,
Put them over
an
the knee.
absolute cratering for them.
Where does that rank, home games? on the season last night.
That's probably second for me behind Houston.
Behind Houston.
For me, personally.
I agree.
Because
It's certainly the most entertaining.
Yeah, that Houston one.
Because there were so many. Because look, there was the ups and downs of last night. I was going nuts.
Yeah.
Seriously, like the whole. There were two different Bane ones, and I love Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane getting lined up to guard Kevin Durant on a game-winning shot was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. The only thing that it was
really one of the worst things you've ever seen in your life.
You've seen a lot of bad Grizzlies basketball, bro. I don't think that's.
We've seen a lot of bad games over the years.
He had two of the worst moments I've ever seen.
Who, Dez?
It's not. Now, it's
Is
not
it
his
worse
fault.
than the?
No. Is it worse than him trying to shoot over a 10-foot person?
I was gonna say
the
front
ball joint.
What are you doing? Wait.
That was funny.
Do you know how much?
That was funny, bro.
That guy could. That was not funny.
That was funny to me.
That was not funny. I'm like, what are you doing?
Because he blocked it, did this, and ran back on defense.
It was just bizarre.
He stepped back.
Bull, when he puts his arms up in the air, is like 11 feet tall. And Dez just like how much room did you think you had? That was just like a child trying to shoot the ball over an adult.
He didn't create no space, bro.
It was bizarre.
The Bobo.
I was like, Dez, I love you. I love the confidence, but do you know how high he would have had to shoot that ball to get it over Bobo?
Yeah.
And Bobo was like up on him.
Yeah.
He did.
I'm like, what are you?
He did just put his. He shot a ball
funny,
right
bro.
into
I was
his
Like
ankle.
almost insulting.
Yeah.
Like it's almost insulting. Like what? No.
What are you doing? It's
What are you doing?
Like Little Tikes basketball.
Yeah.
Like what you doing? Yeah, it was up there, bro. Because this moment came out. I just sent y'all the photo. I'm gonna have to put this on my desk forever.
Okay.
Jaylen, put it up.
What?
I sent y'all.
You
got
got yeah. This is what you showed us earlier before the
Yeah,
show. It's a
put
great
it in the
picture.
chat.
This is
Oh,
a
the
great
call
picture.
12?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is great.
Who got there? Who took this photo?
I think Grant took it from the other end because Joe was right in front of me, so it couldn't have been Joe. You got it. Look at that. Look how locked in I am. I'm
look at
locked
you.
in the moment at all times.
So why did you go phone instead of camera?
Because I wanted the instant moment.
The upload.
Yeah, I want the instant upload. I was like, because the camera's in my lap, and I was like, no, Jaw's about to do something. He's about to hit this game winner, bro. I got to have the instant moment. So we went instant moment. Look at that. Look at that. Frame it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hang it in the Louvre.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, go do that.
I don't know what the Louvre is either, but apparently you hang stuff there.
But
That's what
there's a lot of stuff hanging at this point, right?
I don't know.
He said apparently.
It's what you do with the Louvre.
Hanging in the Louvre is crazy.
Hang it in the Louvre.
I saw that stat that Sean. Look at. What am I looking at though? By the way,
What are you looking
You're
at?
not locked in.
You're not locked in.
That's not locked in. You're not locked in. We can zoom. We got zoom.
What am I looking at?
Big cap.
What am I looking at?
Taylor Rook's over there.
Taylor
I'm
Rook's
looking
in
at
there.
something, bro. Something caught my
You're
attention.
not locked in.
Hey, the video came out good.
He said locked in. It couldn't be less locked in.
Hey, what I
Wait,
don't
you're
know.
videoing something you ain't even looking at.
That's a no-look video,
That's
bro.
crazy.
That's called being a professional. You ain't got to look at it.
Look at
We
it.
call that the heme video.
That's crazy.
That's the heme. You ain't got to look at it, bro.
Wow.
Shout out to that, man.
Oh,
I saw something, bro. I had to see a bit. Somebody at Chester, I saw a BBL walking by. I stopped.
Do you know I did not tell you this?
I'm worried now when you say that.
You told me that Phoenix
Oh, yeah.
was the BBL capital. Yeah. Me and my buddy were walking through the mall, and there was a girl that was walking in front of us. I said, that's what he's talking. I saw one.
You saw?
Yes.
In the wild.
Yes.
In Phoenix.
I said, this is what he told me they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I said, that is 100% a fake ass.
That's a fake ass.
And I never seen one in person, I don't think. Not that I noticed, like,
Never seen
it was like this was a little girl.
Yes.
And
but-
a very obvious, this is not your natural ass.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I said, That's
what I was talking about.
Devin told me that they're everywhere
Yeah.
out here. That's what one looks like.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Look like the ant from the movie. You know what I'm saying? Look like the movie Ants. When you see the movie Ants, it look
It
like
really
that.
does.
Yeah.
She's a tiny girl.
Yeah.
And then had this just big round ass.
Yeah, Bug's Life.
And it was like so obviously not. It didn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't fit.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm glad you finally saw what it looked.
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it in real life.
It was in Phoenix.
In the wild.
Yep.
In the wild.
Their first BBL. At least in Memphis, bro, they at least try to work out with theirs.
And I told, look,
or they go to the gym to pretend like they're working out. There's one or two at my gym where it's like, that's not,
You be
no.
looking, Rosa. You be looking.
Yeah, of course.
You don't think that they put in the hard work to sculpt it.
I was just say this. Never seen him do squats. Never see him doing squats.
Hey, tight.
Or leg presses or anything.
And you're watching. To make sure. All right. Okay. All right.
No, it's just
all
like
right. You're entirely too horny.
Yeah.
Come on.
I never see her do squats or leg lifts.
Your membership is getting revoked. This is ridiculous.
It's fine. There's like 5 gyms within 2 miles of where I live. I'll find another one.
Unbelievable.
I will say,
honestly, we can't even trust you at the gym anyway. The last time we knew you were at the gym, you took off your glasses and thought you saw Kawhi Leonard when there was a black guy there.
And Dirk. Or Jokic, one of them.
He was like, I saw Kawhi Leonard at the gym.
It
We're
was
like,
Kawhi.
For sure.
I'll stand on that. It was
You saw
Kawhi.
a black guy, Rosa. And we're like, did you have your glasses on? He's like, no. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, no, it was Kawhi.
I promise you, Kawhi Leonard was not in the Weston gym.
That was Kawhi. It was actually the last time he's ever been in a gym.
It was not Kawhi Leonard. Hey, no, bro.
That was Kawhi.
He told us he saw Kawhi Leonard.
It was in Charlotte.
We were
it was
like,
in Charlotte.
Yes,
All-Star
bro.
weekend.
You just see it, bro. We don't
You're
all
like,
look alike,
yeah.
Rosa.
And then we actually, when we pressed him, he's like, it might have just been a black guy. I didn't have my glasses on.
Yeah, it was
You
Kawhi.
should have walked up to him
I'll
and said,
stand
hey,
on
Kawhi.
that.
Like you wouldn't recognize Kawhi Leonard immediately.
No, it was Kawhi, so I knew it was him. He's on the treadmill next to me.
He for sure wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No.
It's Kawhi Leonard.
No.
And it's a great
He's
story.
like a guy that acts like he saw Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I know, right? Do you tell people that, like, when you go to the gym?
That I saw Kawhi Leonard?
At the gym, yeah, you saw Kawhi Leonard
I don't
one
talk
time.
to people at the gym.
But you do look at the people
No,
that do the leg
Shout
press.
out to, I did
He
meet.
just monitors whether or not girls are doing leg presses.
No, I met,
Weirdo.
no.
I've never seen him do squats or leg presses.
No.
I have seen him do. Hey, I know their exact routine, but I've noticed that they're leaving this out.
What are you doing, bro?
I'm trying to remember. I forgot to write it down.
I forgot to write it down.
Yeah. I met like 2 listeners at our gym that came up to me recently at our gym, at my gym. I'm gonna shout them out.
Who cares?
I suck at remembering names, so I try to write names down. And yeah,
You wrote them in your notes and you still forgot it?
I forgot to write it in my notes.
Hey, by the way, shout out to everybody that showed love to the MVP thing we did yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. That was super dope.
It was fun.
Yeah,
For those that don't know, we did a chalk talk, MVP chalk talk with MVP season ticket holders before the game. We did it with Tony Allen last night at the practice court before the game last night. Great turnout. Tony was great per usual, and got a great response on that. That was super fun to do before the game last night. And then I must say, when we got into the game, into the arena, I was worried about the crowd. It filled in and ended up great.
It got better, towards the end,
Like, all you care about is the energy that's in there. And the crowd rose to the moment last night. So you get a 299 pointer. Like, I always say this. There's already been how many games that we just don't even remember? Like, they all blend together. There's very few. When it's all said and done, there's very few that stand out. That is one. As you mentioned, the Houston game. Like, that's one
And
that
the
we,
Warriors
at the
51.
end of the game.
Those are the 3.
Yeah.
Warriors 51, the Rockets game, and the Suns.
That's it.
Last night. Those are the 3.
Those are the big 3.
The other ones will be like honestly, like the Lakers game this year, the home game. We remember it because Ja got hurt. Like, that's why
I'm not trying to remember
that game.
Bro. Respectfully.
That's the only thing I do remember
The
about
other
that game, though.
the other Rockets game, you remember Dez hitting the shot, but Taylor calling timeout. Like, you remember that.
That's right.
I remember last night because I haven't seen Ja Gritty in 3 years, and I saw him gritty last night. Like that.
The call 12, the dancing, it just felt like
joy,
old times.
The joy, bro.
That felt like old times.
Him playing with
where
joy.
we've gone, like, where is that?
Yeah, the joy was there. Oh man, last night was so much fun.
I'm trying to see if I could go through every home game and I could say I remember something from each home game.
All right, you can do that. Hey, do that.
Yeah, do that on your
do
damn
that on
Twitter
the boring
video.
John Roser show.
Do that on your little Twitter videos you do. We ain't got time for all that shit, bro.
Do that on a Spaces tonight.
It could be quick. It could be quick.
I'm going to go through every Grizzlies home game and see if there's something I can remember. Welcome to the boring show.
Hey,
with my terrible backdrop, with that terrible flower.
It's right. You always
Welcome
see
to
something.
the boring show with John Roser.
You always see something at the arena. Hanging in the Louvre.
Devin saw something right after the biggest moment of the game.
Yeah,
I did. I don't know what it was.
He was distracted.
I will say,
Non-focused.
Respectfully, bro. When these big games happen, it be some different type of vibes in the arena. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
No.
He means there's hot chicks there.
Nah, I'm not saying that, bro.
There were hot chicks there?
I'm just saying, yeah, it was some different motion in the arena, but it was people that don't usually show up to games. Let's keep it like that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
There
was motion in the arena last
There were
night.
people there last night? There was a Titans player on the front row.
Really?
Yeah.
Also next to TA? That big old dude?
That was a Titans player.
I thought he was a bodyguard.
No, that was a Titans player. Defensive lineman.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I asked Tony what his name was. He didn't know. He was like, he plays defense for the Titans. Guy was huge.
Dude, it was a big
long-haired guy.
Yeah, I saw him too. He was a big dude. It was a whole row.
What's his name? Said his name. Bennett looked it up earlier because I told him. I was like, that dude is from your team because he's a big Titans fan.
Yeah.
I was like, that dude is from your team. And he said, here, I'll tell you who he said it was.
Is it Montez Sweat?
He thought it was
Montez Sweat
Tavondre Sweat.
Tavondre Sweat.
Yeah,
okay.
Montez Sweat doesn't play for the Titans. He plays for the
Yeah, because
Bears.
Tavondre Sweat has long hair.
Okay, bet.
And that guy had long hair. He's also a monster.
Yeah.
You
made
can tell.
he made TA look
6'4", 362.
He made TA look small. Like he was next to TA now.
No, he was huge.
Massive dude.
Yeah, arms were enormous.
Like, he can't even wear a shirt.
Yeah, that's Bennett said it must have been Tavondre Sweat because he's got the long hair.
People said they want to see a photo of him so they can see it. Hold on, let me send.
He's a defense. He's right on the front row next to TA, and he's right next to T. So
yeah,
I mean,
he's
if
a
you
nose tackle too, boy, that's a big joke.
if there's a photo of T Morant and there's a photo of Tony Allen on the front row, that guy, or you know what? You wouldn't be surprised if that guy posted something about it.
Let's see. Let's find his IG.
Is he got like a Instagram or he got a whatever? I mean, that's got to be who it was, right? Tavondre Sweat. I would think so.
He will for sure post some on his IG.
I mean, how many monsters with long hair that played for the Titans could have been there, right?
Yeah, he didn't even post it on his IG.
Oh, he didn't?
He was trying to be incognito. He didn't want to be showing at the game. Yeah, he said it was him. That's what B Dory said. He played at Texas. Yeah, they said it's him. Let me pull a photo for the people. Let me see. Find a photo of Jaylen of him so the people can see how massive the dude is on a football field.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
Yeah,
I'm on his Twitter account right now.
That's
who it was. That is that guy.
6'4",
No, but that is who he is. I mean, I'm looking at the guy. I saw the guy last night. This is who it is. He said it's funny. His last tweet is a picture of Jelly Roll wearing a Titans uniform.
Oh God.
I'm excited about this NFL draft, by the way. This combine just started this week. Do you see the guy from Penn State, Abdul Carter, saying he should be the #1 pick?
Yeah.
So there's some mocks that have him.
Mel Kiper.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if it wasn't Shador. You know, look, I think most people think it's going to be Abdul Carter, Hunter, and the two quarterbacks.
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah,
right?
everybody.
But it might get in. You look, we got a long time
Yeah.
before the NFL draft, and it might get shifted around before then. But I find it interesting they've got Abdul Carter #1 in some of these mock drafts, and he said I should go #1. In fact, look, I'm gonna read you the quote real quick.
He is. If you just did prospect rankings, not like mock draft, but prospects, he would rank #1 in everybody's prospect list.
He said defensive players impact the game just as much as the quarterback. All the teams that have won Super Bowls, they have that one standout player. I feel like I'm that. And then he said, I think it's very realistic that I could go #1. I feel like I'm the best player in the country, and the best players should be picked first. It's the work I put in with my dad who trained me and all the sacrifices I made. I know I'm the best. Okay, Abdul.
Pop your ears,
Okay,
bro.
Abdul.
I mean, he could be the next Michael, bro, for sure.
You never know.
But also for the Titans, I feel like they they finna move to that new arena. You got to sell tickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, respectfully.
Walter Nolan, who played at Ole Miss, played at Texas A&M and Ole Miss, and played at St. Benedict, I think, for a year.
He did play that one
here
year.
for Marlon Walls. He was asked if people think he's too small to play in the interior defensive line, and he said, ask the linemen that face me if they think I'm too small, especially once I get my hands on you. Once I do, you're going to feel me. And he described his game as, quote, violent and fast, how football should be played.
There you go.
It's like,
Okay,
all right.
bro, get drafted in.
It's actually going to be fun, though, if it's like, you know what I mean? If we've got this mystery as to could it be Abdul Carter, could it be Travis Hunter, could it be Shedeur Sanders, could it be Cam Ward? Like, at least we don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, if any of those 4 guys went number 1, it wouldn't shock me. Is that fair?
Nah. I just think
2 of them are quarterbacks, and 2 of them, there's no argument that you can make against Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter.
Nah.
I wonder if they're going to let Travis Hunter do both.
No chance.
I wonder if they'll have a package. Do you think he'll be offense or defense?
I think he'll play defense. I think he'll probably have, like you said, he'll have like a package where he plays a little bit of receiver.
Because they've never really done it.
Most teams are going to play him. Hunter at corner. Most teams are going to play him at
I looked
corner.
up this morning. I didn't realize how small he was. He's like 6'1".
He's an amazing wide receiver.
Oh, he's
though.
cold.
Yeah.
He's an amazing
But
wide
he's
receiver.
listed at corners. Like,
Yep.
that's where teams are going to play him. Teams are going to play him at corner.
I just wonder if there's going to be a package where somebody says, you know what, we can use him.
For sure.
For sure. You know,
And
he ain't going to be an every down receiver, but he'll buy like a little end around joint.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like a little.
Yeah.
No.
We just don't see defensive players used like that. Like we just never did it with. Everybody always thought it was going to be Champ Bailey or Charles Woodson or Dion, or it just very rarely happens where they actually do get reps
Boy, Peter Ward, shout out to
on
him.
the other side of the ball.
What do you think? If you were a GM, would you let him play both sides?
I would use him.
You would use him on both sides?
Yes.
And I'd use him on special teams, too.
Yeah.
Damn, Roser.
They did it in college.
That dude was so unbelievable.
Yeah.
So unbelievable.
He is
He's just such a weapon.
One-on-one athlete.
He's such a weapon, man.
Yeah.
He might have been the best receiver and the best corner. I mean, it's just not. It's not something that ever happens. He was truly one of one.
Who you see your team? But every mock I see, your team.
Genty?
wants. Yeah, Genty. Is the one.
Yesterday,
They've got him going higher now.
Yesterday, it was the kid from North Carolina that I saw. People, they had y'all taking. Kuiper did.
Oh, really?
The North Carolina running back.
Hampton?
Yeah.
But you want Genty though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would love to have Genty.
Yeah. I want Deebo Samuel.
Oh.
Ravens.
Streets are saying he might be a Raven next year.
He could be. We're gonna cut him. I don't think we're gonna trade him.
Y'all
We're gonna cut
cutting him?
Yeah, we're gonna cut him. Cheaper. Saves money.
Fat.
And they need it.
He's
Out of
fat.
shape.
He's fat.
Yeah, he is fat.
He's Luka fat.
Yeah, shout out to Zion playing. He is from South
Fat
Carolina.
like Luka. Revenge tour.
Hey,
I
don't
know.
worry.
No, you just need somebody saying you're fat, and then everybody loses weight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just
That's right.
call me fat now, bro.
Look at Luka right now.
Oh yeah, he was doing push-ups in pregame.
Come on.
You didn't see
I don't think Debo was fat. I think Debo looked like Debo always does. What Debo didn't do as much of was break the tackles.
Roser,
That's always the thing. Like Debo, he gets hit, but like he doesn't go down. Like it takes like 4 people, finally like 4 hits for him to fall
I'll
down.
tell you somebody that knows him personally, Roser. They said he was a little chunky. You can say that like I know somebody that know him like a brother. They say Debo. He was
He's not Mr. in shape all the time.
No.
Yeah.
But the Ravens, he'll be in shape for us. What'd you think about the game last night? The Luka thing.
I thought that it was bold and I actually respect Nico Harrison showing up in a bright blue suit and sitting there. Now again, he's probably the most popular person in LA.
Oh, they were chanting for him.
I mean,
thank you, Nico.
Yeah, he's much more comfortable in LA than he is in Dallas. But I did think it was at least, for him to go out there, sit at the scorer's table, do the watching him warm up, the whole thing, right? Obviously, they didn't have any interaction, but just embracing the awkwardness of it all.
Yeah.
I thought that for him to be there,
honorable. For him.
Yeah.
Stand on it.
Yeah. Stand on it.
Yeah.
Stand on it.
And they also made sure that Luka did not. They were not going to let him have 50. No. They were not going to let him have 50.
So do you think there was a little bit of, after the Nuggets game, a little bit too high on the Lakers, and that Dallas kind of showed that because Dallas is not totally healthy. That it's like, there are cracks here. This is not some
I think
well-oiled machine or whatever.
That's right. The Denver game, it was a perfect storm and a great game plan. Still going to come down to whether Rui Hachimura is going to kill you or not.
Yeah, right.
Nah, for real. That third pass.
You know what I mean?
When that double team comes.
And they're also going to, look, it's going to be, look, when you get to the playoffs and you're talking about playoff scouting, it's going to be hard to have Luka, Reeves, and LeBron out there as defenders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if the other two are Finney-Smith and Rui or whoever it is. Right? Yeah. Like, there's going to be a lot of targeting going on.
Yeah.
A lot of targeting going on.
That's fair.
All right. Let's take a quick break. Jessica Benson is going to join us on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Where will Aaron Rodgers play?
Gosh.
God, I can't believe we're doing this again.
You know who it's going to be.
Oh.
Tennessee Titans. Tighten up.
Oh, no.
You know they're going to do it. You know they're going to do it.
Oh, no.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping. It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Back to Jared for the flush.
We're going to need, the form rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane three. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
At the National Civil Rights Museum, history moves us forward. The question remains, how does history move you?
Keep on talking, marching up to freedom now. our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Morant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents.
Jessica Benson, host of the Jessica Benson Show every morning at 8 o'clock on Grind City Media, grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and everywhere else you can find your podcast. And she joins us weekly. And, we've got some pop culture stuff from Jessica this week. We don't?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we
do.
do.
It was an O, not a no. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. We're just trying to survive here. I'm still running on the fumes of last night.
Who was your walk-off?
Des.
Was he good?
Yeah. I thought he was great with Ja. Because they had the,
we didn't run
little
either.
moment.
We didn't run either of them. We couldn't run Fishers because Ja said shit.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
That was funny.
It was? I didn't see it.
It was funny.
What did he say? I shot like shit or something? It was something shit. I couldn't hit shit.
If I can't hit shit, I got to do something.
Yeah, if I can't hit shit. Yeah.
And Des on the part of Ja was like, that's just who he is. Like, he's like asking, of course, what's it like as he goes down the stretch. It's just who he is. It's what he does. But they had the nice little dance and gritty moment.
Yeah,
at the
no,
end.
everybody was happy.
Because we don't quite get the same old. Like last night felt like it could have constituted like an olden days celebration, and I can't believe we're calling it like an olden days celebration, but that is how it feels.
I know.
And we don't
Still
get
real
that,
to me, damn it!
But there can still be some moments, like sprinkle of happiness and excitement, and like true reveling.
Call 12, the gritty, it was all back. Like we're playing the greatest hits. It's like getting to watch Stone Cold come out and do the stunner.
It really is. Clank the beers, do the stunner.
I'm thirsty for it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even realize it. Even obviously I do my highlights for the show, and we've had many wins. We haven't done highlights in like 20 days, so this was the first in a long time.
But it used to be super fun.
Yeah, but even the highlights of the last few games, like they're fun, but they're not lead us show outside of the city of Memphis fun. And if it hadn't been for Luka playing the Mavs last night, like Ja's highlights would have been the most run thing out of the NBA. Like that's what I missed.
They probably were anyway.
They gave that dunk a 9 on SportsCenter Top 10. I was pissed.
A 9?
A 9. They said he does this every night. I go, you pay no attention.
You pay no attention. He has not done
'Cause
that.
we treasure these moments now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Those dunks are like gold when they come out.
By the way, it is official. Our Sunday, March 9th game against the Pelicans has been flexed off ESPN for the Cavs-Bucks.
Thanks, Zion.
So we're flexed in for next Wednesday, but flexed out for
I wish they
Sunday.
could have flexed us in for 7 o'clock, not 8:30.
8:30, I know.
Every time I see an 8:30 change, I'm like, do you hate me?
Yeah.
Me, personally.
On
I
a
know that's
weeknight.
exactly who they're going for. But
8:30 's
crowd will
tough.
be lit then, JB.
No, it will be. It'll be
Willie
perfect.
season.
Middle of the week.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. It's the last of the home
Yeah.
games for a while,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, so what we got this week? Oscars are coming up?
The Oscars are Sunday.
Sunday?
Which snuck up on me, too. They're a week earlier than normal. Usually I feel like they're the second weekend of March, but they're the first weekend of March. Anyway, hosted by Conan O'Brien this year.
Oh.
His first time hosting the Oscars.
Well, it used to be, what, Kimmel?
Kimmel's done a lot.
Yeah.
Of recent
Yeah.
times. Conan has done 2 Emmys and 2 White House Correspondent.
Chris Rock did it.
Oh, that's
Of
right.
course. How could we forget?
Yeah, I remember that one.
How could we ever forget?
I love Conan O'Brien.
I do too.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope he does well. He
I
only
think
does
he
his
will.
podcast now, right?
Yeah, I
He doesn't
think
do
so.
a show anymore, right?
Yeah, the all-timers, Bob Hope with 19 times.
Wow.
Billy Crystal, 9 times. Johnny Carson, 5 times. Whoopi Goldberg, 4 times. Jack Lemmon, 4 times. Jimmy Kimmel, 3 times. Steve Martin, 3 times. Jerry Lewis, 3 times. And David Niven, 3 times. And those are the only multi-timers.
It was Kimmel last year?
Kimmel was last year. The year before that was the...
Chris Rock.
No, that was the... Chris Rock... That was not 2016.
No.
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 Yeah,
it was
Chris
not
Rock,
9
Will
years
Smith.
ago.
The Oscars website has erased the year. It does not have it listed.
2022. 3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
They deleted that joint?
Maybe Chris Rock
He
didn't
wasn't
host
the host.
it.
He was the presenter.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It was Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes that year.
Vomit.
It was the
Wow.
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not funny.
So anyway,
All
hopefully
three of them.
Conan O'Brien. Good
Yeah, yeah,
times.
yeah.
We'll see how
All
it
right.
goes. It is an interesting Oscars. The biggest storyline is always what's going to win Best Picture. And I feel like normally we have a better idea than we have right now. It really does feel like an open race. Now, granted, it's down to between 2 movies. The full list of movies.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Tell me if you've heard these.
I'm going to pull up
Tell me if
Oscar.
you've seen these.
I haven't seen anything.
Honora.
No.
Conclave.
I haven't seen anything.
Brutalist.
Oh, Conclave is the one that, like, that was on the previews of every
It's
movie
good. It's on
I went.
Peacock. You can watch
It's
it
the
right
Ralph
now.
Fiennes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
every
about the
movie.
Pope.
Every time I went to go see a movie, it was always, it looked so serious.
Bunch of gossipy popes.
You ain't trying to see serious movies?
They're so silly. They're just talking shit
I
about
tell
each
you
other.
this, you say it's close, but I'll tell you that I pulled up the odds.
All right, what do they got?
Nora is a massive favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
So-
The second it's minus 190, meaning I got to
Okay.
put $190 to win 100. Second is The Brutalist. What is that?
3.5 hours.
Oh,
so this is the first year.
that sounds brutal.
This is big. I have freed myself.
All
Every
right.
year since I was maybe like sophomore in high school, I have seen every single movie nominated for Best Picture every year. And I will not this year.
You're
because
being
I have
serious?
not
You
seen The
watch
Brutalist.
all of them?
Yes, I love movies. I'm a movie nerd.
You watch every one of
single
them?
movie nominated for Best Picture.
bro.
I
Oh,
used
wow.
to try to watch every Best Actor and Best Actress performance.
All right, then
too.
you-
But
how
I
many-
have not seen The Brutalist because it's 3.5 hours.
Is that the
and
only one you haven't seen?
I haven't seen The Brutalist, and I haven't seen a movie called I'm Still Here because it's impossible to find. It's at Ridgeway right now, but I just haven't been able to carve out the time for a 3.5 hour movie and another trip to Ridgeway. But Honora, Conclave, Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, Wicked, Dune 2, The Substance, I'm Still Here, and Nickel Boys. Honora is my favorite movie of the year. And so
Honora is your
yes,
favorite,
and
which is what? What is Honora?
Honora is about a stripper sex worker, a plucky stripper sex
What?
worker who gets into a little
Lucky. She's like a Wes Welker.
romance thing. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
But ends up having a romance with like a Russian oligarch's son. And
Okay.
the adventures
Is
that
he a
pop off with
customer?
that. Yes, he's a customer.
He's a customer
Who turns
at the
lover.
place.
So there's like a little Pretty Women element to it.
Okay. Is it anybody famous?
Mikey Madison. She's up and coming.
Okay.
She was on a TV show called Better Things, and now this is like her real breakout, serious role. And when we get to Best Actress, she is.
And it's your
a
favorite.
contender.
So it
It's
is
my
not only
favorite.
the favorite to win this, it was your favorite movie.
Yes, and it won at Critics' Choice, Directors Guild, and Producers Guild. But then all of a sudden, Conclave won at BAFTA, which is the British Film Awards, and that was 2 weekends ago. And then it won Best Ensemble at the SAG Awards, which were last weekend. And so all of a sudden,
So let me speak on this.
Yes.
Because I am not a movie watcher.
Yes.
I am, many have called me the king of trailers.
Yeah.
okay.
He's 30-second guy.
Yeah.
In college, I hosted a movie trailer show. It's called Trailer Trash.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I watch every trailer on Netflix, on Prime, and whatever. Very rarely do I watch the movies or the shows,
okay.
but I do watch the. I just like
love a
making the
trailer.
choice. Yeah, I watch all the trailers. That Conclave trailer is boring as hell. It looked so boring that I didn't watch it because I was like, "This looks boring. This
And-
looks so like dark and boring."
To be honest, I'm not sure you would like it.
It's boring.
I enjoy it.
It looks
It's
boring.
dialogue. It's a character study. It's like a pope trying to pick it's a cardinal trying to pick the next pope, and then all the like
That's
dirty
boring.
laundry
Do
that
you-
he finds
do you
about
force
candidates
yourself
along
to
the
watch
way.
some of these? Is there like
That's why I'm not doing it this year because I
That's
didn't want to force myself to watch something that.
Like if it's
And listen, people say The Brutalist is great. Like I have had multiple people say you can't skip The Brutalist. I'll watch it eventually. just
What
during
is
the
the
NBA
Brutalist?
season.
What's his deal? By the way, great name for a wrestler.
I know, right? Bobby
is.
Lashley, you hear that?
The Brutalist.
It should be the Brutalist.
Yes.
So the Brutalist is about a Hungarian Jewish Holocaust survivor who comes over to the United States, and essentially, do you know what Brutalist architecture is?
No.
It was kind of the changing of beautiful architecture in
What
this
do you-
country,
what do you think I am?
stained glass and.
Oh, she thinks I paid attention in school.
But like, I'm trying to think of what a building like. Just a lot
Do you
of
know what
concrete.
brutalist architecture is?
A lot of concrete is the best way that I can describe it.
what that is?
No, you guys didn't know what the Louvre was. You certainly don't know what brutalist architecture is.
Yeah, you hate something.
Sometimes you end up with. Sometimes you would find a woman in your life who would be like, I'm a big fan of brutalist styled architecture.
It's where you hang stuff.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I mean, it's
You
an
do
art
hang things
museum.
there.
You hang things
It's
in
what?
the
It's arguably the most famous art museum in the world.
So he's right. So
So,
I'm
yeah.
right. You do
So
hang
I'm
stuff.
technically
There
right.
are things technically that hang in the Louvre.
There we go.
So I'm not
So
wrong.
you were right.
You're
Not
right.
wrong.
Right
Yeah.
on
Technically right.
Exactly.
Technically,
Now-
you are correct.
Now, Roser, please tell me about brutalist architecture.
My
Well, they
God.
probably got some hanging in the Louvre.
The Brutalist is supposed to be just a wonderful movie. I just during an NBA season.
Yeah, understood.
I don't know. We went out to Ridgeway. We had a time. We were going to watch The Brutalist. We showed up, and they had technical difficulties with the screen, and they had to cancel the showing.
Really?
Yes. And so we went home and we watched what I think is the worst nominee for Best Picture and one of the worst nominees for Best Picture that maybe we've ever had, Amelia Perez, which is one of the biggest storylines going into Oscars weekend because this movie has had so much drama around it. It is a Spanish-speaking / singing movie musical made by a French director about a Mexican drug cartel and the cartel leader transitioning from being a man to a woman.
Sounds
And
like
living her
something
truth.
that would win the Oscar going
No,
away.
that's it's so bad. But here's the
1000%.
issue.
They love that in Hollywood.
It stars the first trans actress to ever be nominated for an Academy Award. The problem is, her name is Sofia Gascon, and she might be the most bigoted trans person to ever exist.
What?
She
they
has
don't like her.
racist tweets about Muslims, about black people. She had horrible tweets about George Floyd. She had horrible tweets about Selena Gomez, her very own co-star, and it just spiraled. And this isn't like tweets from years ago where you're like, you get the standard. I was young.
Yeah.
I've learned. No,
Or
these were
I
tweets
was a
from, like-
man.
these were
You
tweets from
could
like,
say that.
yeah, I'm a different, go with the theme of the movie. I mean, that was my biggest like problem believing the storyline of the movie.
I tweeted those when I was a dude.
Could have done it.
I
Could have
mean,
done it. Like when I was the Mexican drug cartel leader, I killed all these
that.
people. That's honestly the part of the plot that I couldn't get around. I couldn't get around it. That was like, you're telling me that this woman all of a sudden is like a philanthropist when she was the head of the Mexican drug cartel and just brutally killed everyone. God, I knew this was gonna be a.
Sorry.
Anyway, she's going to the Oscars.
Yeah.
But she wasn't.
I mean,
She
everybody
hasn't-
hates her.
Yes, and she hasn't
Okay.
been at any award show all season. Netflix wasn't going to pay for her to go. They took her off of all of the ads for the movie. The movie has just spiraled because of everything that's happened.
no.
And it went from being like, I think your reaction
was-
of that sounds like a movie that
It
would
does
win the
sound
Oscar."
like something Hollywood would
And
love.
there was a fear that it would get pushed because any movie-loving person who I know who saw it was like, what the hell? Like, this just isn't a good movie. But you think about like trends and themes and
Yeah.
like, let's put a spotlight on this. But now, like, nobody
Well,
wants it to win
it's
anything.
something that is pushing a social agenda of which Hollywood would love to be pushed.
Yeah, but the storyline is it's not it, and the
But the
musical's
movie
bad,
stinks.
and like there's a song in it that I'm shocked has not reached your TikTok, but
Oh.
It's a wild
I
song.
don't want it
We'll
nowhere near my TikTok if it's that bad.
It's wild. Zoe Saldana's in it.
Only
She's Best
BBLs.
Supporting Actress nominee. She might still win, but that's like the only thing I would predict.
Okay.
But this will be dramatic.
What's
to
it called?
watch.
What's this movie called
It's called
again?
Amelia Perez. And
Yeah,
I wish I would have seen the 3.5
I'm
hour
done making
Brutalist.
jokes. I'm going to get in
Selena
trouble.
Gomez is in it too.
Seriously.
Not great. The
Selena
whole thing.
Gomez?
Yes.
Wait, she is?
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, I need to
Yes.
hear what Benny Blanco thinks then. He's got to be mortified.
I wouldn't want to be involved in the project at this point.
Yeah. That's
Okay, so she's not going to win Best Actress, but the Best Actress race is actually interesting.
For sure not.
Who has the best odds of winning Best Actress according to this?
Best actress. Oh, by the way.
Sydney Sweeney.
No.
No.
It's pretty heavy favorite for Demi Moore.
Okay.
So this is
She's
like her
become
crowning
my favorite.
moment, right?
Yes, this is her
Like,
serious
this would be-
actress
yes.
moment. She
Someone
won the
who's
Golden
been a
Globe.
Hollywood individual for many,
Yeah.
many years, but hasn't gotten her flowers.
Yes, and
Okay.
she was a dark horse.
I
Like,
thought
early
she should have
on-
won for striptease.
She could have.
Or G.I. Jane.
Yeah,
for
or
that
G.I.
matter.
Or G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
What else is
Or
Demi Moore
Indecent
done?
Proposal.
The Substance
Yeah,
is
Indecent
wild.
Proposal.
Huh?
Like, do you like horror movies?
No.
I do.
No.
Just
You should-
depends.
The Substance is crazy.
Oh, it is?
It's like it's like probably the goriest movie that I've ever watched.
Glorious?
Yeah, it's just intense,
Oh, I don't like gory.
Intense body horror.
I don't like
It's the story of a woman who takes a
Substance.
drug, a substance, that essentially turns her into a young version of herself, but it's an entire different actress plays the other one. So we're talking like
Yep.
morphs out of the body and into this other body.
Okay. Bro,
and
what?
it's about ageism in the industry and being a woman and like being expected to stay young. And I wanted to love it more than I did. Most of my friends really loved it.
Oh, they did?
I just think I watched it on a bad day for me. But
Okay.
there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of guts, there's a lot
Ugh.
of random other things. There's a shrimp eating scene that's just really disgusting.
Ugh.
But Demi Moore will
None
probably
of these
win.
movies you're making me want to watch, except
Yeah.
for the one about the stripper that falls in love
that's my goal.
to the
Nora,
Russian
it's a great
oligarch.
movie.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I think you would like
Amora?
Nora.
Wait, is that on
Nora.
somewhere? Where can I watch that?
I rented it.
All right, then it's probably on like Prime
It's
or
like
something,
$5
right?
on Prime.
Yeah.
Apple TV or some shit.
Is it long?
No, that was the other nice thing. I
Okay,
think it was
good.
like right in the 2-hour
All right,
window, which
I'm
I
with it.
appreciate for.
By the way,
a
she's
movie
second.
At this point.
She's second on
she's
the
the only one who
actress
could steal.
list.
I will say, if you
Mikey Madison.
if you wanted to throw a bet, like industry people would tell you, your best dark horse bet of the weekend would probably be Fernando Torres for "I'm Still Here," which is the one that I haven't seen still. It's a Brazilian movie,
Okay.
but
Also a
some people
soccer
she still
player.
has at least a chance. Which one?
Is Fernando Torres.
Oh yeah,
It's also a soccer player.
wrong one.
That's
Wrong one.
Fernanda. This
Yeah.
is Fernanda.
Come on, Rose.
Not
Oh.
Fernando.
Dope.
What's wrong with you, bro?
my
God.
bad.
Come on.
My bad.
Learn your culture,
God, you're so
bro.
insensitive.
I know, right?
My bad.
Hanging
You-
in the loose.
Hanging in the loop.
loop.
You can watch that stripper movie. Yeah, $5.99
On Pornhub.
I mean, the first scene alone.
Yeah.
I will tell you to go
And
watch it, and you'll be like,
Apple TV.
"Wow, thanks, Jess." Like the first 5 minutes, you'll be,
Freaky? What they doing?
yeah,
She's
doing?
naked.
yeah.
It's
It's
freaky?
a lot of booty.
lot
All
of
the
booty?
BBLs
Yeah.
you're talking about, they're right
Oh, we
there.
enjoy it. We
They're
enjoy
all there.
We enjoy booty around
It's a
here.
Let's
great
go.
movie. Then maybe you cry at the end, and you're like, "Wow, that was a journey."
Cry.
I
That
might
was a
stop
journey.
at the first 5 minutes. Then.
Yeah, you can just watch the beginning of it. That's fine.
How many booty shots are in the
A lot.
Oh my gosh.
A lot.
Pervert.
Golly.
I would be like-
Jeez, Hooters closes
No.
and he brings it to the show.
If it wins Best Picture, I'll be like, how many people go to see this movie with family? I don't know, if you're
Yeah.
like going with your mom or with your dad, God
Yeah.
forbid, and then you sit down and within the first 10 minutes, it's a
But-
lot of sex.
But they're
a lot of
really
sex.
okay. But
Yeah.
but like film nerds, like you would consider
Yes.
yourself, love it, and also perverts.
Yeah. Exactly. So everyone has a good time at the movie at the end.
Yeah.
Look how much fun it
film
is.
nerds and perverts. It's
But
The last category that is of most interest is probably Best Actor, which everyone has thought it would go to Adam Brody, but now it has swung to perhaps Timothy Chalamet.
You mean Adrian
Little bit.
Brody?
Adrian Brody.
Yes, I'm sorry, Adrian
Adrian
Brody.
Brody.
What did I call him? Adam Brody? Other
Yeah.
one? Cute Adam Brody.
I think it should be that guy that's pissed off at Blake Lively. Yeah, he's been amazing on
Why
online.
is he mad at Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds?
Because she's a tyrant.
That's a lot.
She wants creative control over everything.
Oh.
And Ryan Reynolds is weird. That's what I.
Oh,
that's what I
yeah,
gathered.
I remember
That's what I
this
gathered.
now.
Big
Yeah.
egos of
Yeah.
people who are all not very nice, but the
I
problem
think
is
about
it's
the only
not
guy
elite.
seems like a reasonable guy in most
I don't
of them.
know.
You don't think
I'm
so?
not sure.
You think he might be an idiot too?
I just find them all really
They're all
annoying.
idiots.
Yeah, they're all idiots. And the biggest thing is like, Blake Lively sounds horrible, but it's not illegal to be horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's not illegal to be an asshole.
That's true.
So we'll see.
But she also tried to ruin him.
Sure.
That's
then,
her
but then
problem.
then
Yeah.
she
She
claims
tried
that he
to
also
ruin
tried
the
to
guy.
ruin her.
Yeah,
and
but
then
like
claimed-
she accused him of doing some heinous
Exactly.
things.
Nefarious
and then,
activity.
her-
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
her husband joked about it on SNL. So
That's
who
right.
knows?
Yeah, who
Again,
knows?
I think they all suck. But Timothy Chalamet has campaigned his butt off.
I like him.
I do too.
And I loved him on
speech
College
was-
Game Day.
I loved him. That was a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, this has all been very strategic. His SNL hosting,
Yeah.
where he was both the musical guest and the host for the night, and he won the SAG over the weekend, and he got up there and essentially said, like, I know it's not the cool thing to do, but I worked really hard on this for 5 years, and I really want this. Like, I really want to go win an Oscar. I want to be great. I want to be Daniel Day-Lewis. I want to be Michael Phelps. He's being very vocal about his goals.
It was cool.
And
That
It was.
speech
It was a cool
cool.
speech.
It
I was like,
was.
I like you a
And let's
lot.
be honest, Adrian Brody is boring. He's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
What is the movie? Didn't he already win? Wasn't he the pianist?
Adrian Brody, yeah.
He was the pianist.
That's a great movie.
That's right.
Yep.
That's a great movie.
No, he's like great.
I watched it in the Louvre.
He's like fake.
I love the movie theater at the Louvre.
Adrian
It's my
Brody.
favorite part. Yeah.
Adrian Brody is like fake Daniel Day-Lewis. That's how he.
He's
strikes
Timu.
me.
He's Timu Daniel
Yes.
Day-Lewis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Which I respect it, but Daniel Day-Lewis is like that guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy that like talks like Abraham Lincoln for 3 years straight
Yeah.
to get ready for like
Method
Yeah.
acting.
Adrian
Yeah.
Brody, you
Yeah.
could
I've never
never
seen
be
that dude
Bill the
before.
Butcher. Never.
Never. But there was some drama where Adrian Brody, well, the Brutalist, has been. It came out that they used AI in a variety of things, like for some of the structural stuff, and then also for part of Adrian Brody's accent for a small portion of the film. But he's Hungarian. They used AI on the accent. Everyone says if he loses, it's not because of the AI. It's because Timothée Chalamet has done such a good job campaigning for himself.
That's fair.
But like all of these things are wide open. Like,
Yeah.
usually I sit down and watch the Oscars. I'm like, this is gonna win this. They're gonna win this. We know how this is gonna go.
Did you like the Dylan movie?
I did.
You did.
I did.
You didn't love it.
No, I don't love
You wouldn't watch it again.
biopics. Like,
You wouldn't watch it again.
No. My dad went and saw it twice.
Is there any of these movies you would watch again?
I'd watch Nora again. I in the middle of
You're
Nora.
a pervert.
In the middle
You're
of Nora.
like,
yes.
how about that?
Yes.
Who knew?
In the middle of Nora, I paused it and I told Chris, I have not had the feeling of watching a movie in years where I've thought, I'm gonna watch this again.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, this is funny. I'm completely.
Would you have
enthralled in
been
the
mad if
story.
he paused it?
Ooh, good question.
Like rewind it. Hey, Jazz, I really
I
like
don't
that
think
scene.
I'm allowed to
And said,
pause.
No.
and said the same thing to you. I'm gonna watch this again.
I haven't had
I
this
come home
feeling
and he's
watching
watching
a movie.
Nora every
I
day.
haven't had a feeling watching a movie.
It's like, I'm so grateful that you made me love Honora.
Yeah, would you be mad if he suggested watching Honora again?
That's a great question.
Well, if you walk in the crib
No,
with
I,
her, you
I
watch
support
it.
greatness.
You'd be like, why?
I support greatness.
Why do you want to watch that one again? Let's watch something we haven't watched. No, I just really want to
I
watch
really want to watch
Let's run it back
Honora.
with the booties.
It's a good point. You bring up a
What
good
if you
point.
walked in the crib and he was watching it? Like by himself?
Also
I'd be
sounds like
you know, I really like that movie too.
Okay.
sounds like a movie you cannot watch on a plane either.
No.
Yeah.
No, especially not on a laptop.
can't
Not a plane
No,
movie.
You
not a
can't cheat
plane
some of the
movie.
time.
Definitely
People would
not a
think
plane
you're
movie.
a
And
creeper.
I should have mentioned. I
I'll
really
watch
did
it on a
love
plane.
Wicked. I thought
You don't
Wicked
go
was
on
so
planes.
good.
I asked you if you
don't
could
go
go
on
anywhere.
planes.
Where would you go? And you said Hot Springs.
That was for 24 hours.
If you could go on a
I stand
plane
on that.
anywhere, where would you go?
If I could go on a plane anywhere, oh, I'd go to Italy.
To where?
I'd go to Italy.
You go to Italy.
To the Louvre.
Which is not
It's in
which is
France,
not where the
apparently.
Louvre is.
France, Louvre's in France.
I go hang something
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What's ever best comedy? That's like my vibe.
There isn't a best
It's
comedy.
not even a category.
This isn't the MTV
Honora is
movie
a
award
comedy.
to a field of idiots.
I know, but I
Ain't no
come to give
comedy,
you guys
bro?
the information because
You know what? There should be an Oscar for best comedy, by the way.
They do it at Golden Globes. It's musical or comedy.
Yeah,
Music or
musical or comedy.
comedy.
They do
There
it
should
the
be a
Golden
category
Globes.
for best comedy. People like to laugh, JB.
I
Yeah.
completely agree. I think we've lost the art of making great comedies.
And comedies never get awarded.
No.
I think that's fair.
So people don't like to laugh?
So shout out to the Golden Globes for doing that.
Yeah.
Because I would say,
But even like
as
this
years
year,
have passed, I have watched, say,
Because they do it for television and movies. The
I
Golden
have watched
Globes do.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall infinitely more times than I've watched.
they did a Forgetting Sarah Marshall sketch
Like,
at
series
the SAG
movies.
Awards because Kristen Bell was the host and then Jason Segel was there, and that's one of my favorites.
Oh, how's Jason Segel doing? What's he up to?
He's in Shrinking.
What's that?
It's a great television show. Good thing I came with recommendations for TV shows. If
Oh, cool.
I can't get
Let's
you
go.
on
Any other
movies.
Oscars things that we need to get?
No, that's the biggest
okay.
one. They're going to do a Wicked performance off the top, which is expected to be.
All right, no, I don't care about the odds. I don't care about who's
Yeah.
going to win. Your favorites.
Yes.
Honora's your favorite movie.
Honora and Wicked.
Your favorite actor was who?
Mikey Madison and Honora.
Okay, that's actress.
That's actress.
Oh, I'm sorry. My favorite actor was Timothée Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mikey Madison. If the people that you wanted to win won, these would be your answers.
Yes.
Okay. Who cares about adapted screenplay or anything? Did you see any of these animated
Yes,
feature
all
films?
the animateds are great. Flo is great. The Wild Robot's great.
Excuse me, Flo.
I tell you this.
Flo.
I loved Inside Out 2.
So did I.
I loved it. Why is it such a long shot? Is the
Because the Wild Robot was
that
awesome.
good?
Yeah.
It's that good.
It's really good.
Oh, okay.
That's really sweet.
Who knew?
And Flo was really good too. What does it go? Wild Robot, Inside Out too?
Wild Robot is
Yeah.
minus 230.
Yeah, it'll win.
Okay.
It will absolutely win.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so
I would like Ariana Grande to win for Wicked. I think it'd be really fun. She probably won't, but no.
Well, it seems like the other girl is the one that's got the. She's got the better odds,
Zoe Saldana.
possibly. But no.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Wicked, Cynthia
Oh.
Erivo.
She won't win.
No, she's a mega long shot
Yeah.
too. But she's actually just getting nominated for Best Actress for being a Wicked is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. All right. What we got on TV?
White Lotus is back. Do any of you watch?
Do I
The
need
White
to start?
Lotus? I think you would like it.
I watched the
Devin, you don't
first
need to watch
season.
it. I don't think so. I don't think you would like it.
I
think you'd like it.
No, I thought it would be something that I would like, and I was like, "What the hell is this show about?"
Did you watch season 1 or season 2?
Season 1. It just feels like it's like Seinfeld for HBO. It's like, what's this show really about? It's not really about anything.
Is it funny?
I don't
No,
care
it's not
about.
funny.
I don't
Well, it's
care
like-
about the characters. Like yeah.
I find it funny, but it's not laugh out loud, haha, funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet.
Severance.
I've heard
Everyone
this.
talked about this,
Yes.
but they say you got to pay very close attention.
You sure
And I-
do.
and I ain't got time
And it's
for
a
that.
slow burn.
Ben Stiller, right?
Yep.
And
Ben Stiller created.
do you love it?
I do.
You love
But admittedly, something's got to happen on the next episode. I got to find something out on the next
Okay.
episode.
It's taking too long.
It's taking a little long. Now, granted,
Is it one
season?
season?
We're on season 2.
Okay.
We're in the middle of season 2. Season 1 ends with one of my favorite season finales.
And then how
of
long is a
the last
season?
few years. Maybe like 8 to 10.
Well, not bad.
I
Okay,
think.
it's doable.
It's it's
Okay.
definitely doable.
Are they 30 or 60-minute episodes?
60.
Okay.
60. There's a show called The Pit, which is the new
Yeah.
medical drama. I'm obsessed.
Love
Her-
it.
my
I
wife-
love it.
Yes.
Love
My
it.
wife's watching it as well.
Can't stop.
great.
I get The Pit on Thursdays.
Yep.
I get Severance on Fridays, and I get White Lotus on Sundays. And my life is so much better when I have TV shows that I look forward to because it's just a fun little hour of escapism on those days. And then finally, this is an older show, but Lang Whitaker recommended it to me, and I have to tell the people it's called Slow Horses. It's on Apple TV. It's a British spy drama. It's awesome. Like, everybody should watch. It stars Gary Oldman, who is one of the greatest actors that we have. It's so good.
Slow Horses?
Chris and I started it maybe like a year ago, watched one episode, never went back to it because I fell asleep in the middle of it. And we were like, well, we must not have liked it. No, it's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you would like it. I think
You
you would
know
like it. I
what?
think you would like it.
Things on Apple TV never, like, they do a terrible job.
Severance is also on Apple TV.
Stuff
That
just-
Jason
I
Segel
know.
shrinking shows on Apple
Every
TV.
once in a while, you will hear about something on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Like, obviously, the Aniston thing when that was going on. And then you heard about Ted Lasso when that was going on. It's every once in a while. I watched that one. Remember I told you I watched that show? This is the one. It's only like one season. That Blackbird?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's on Apple TV.
Silos on Apple TV.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things on Apple TV. And then I watched that murder documentary on that Gabby Petito
Oh,
who was
yeah.
murdered on Netflix.
Did
That
you
was
watch the
just
OJ
sad.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
the OJ. I watched the OJ one, and then the what's it called? The Full Swing just
yeah.
came out,
Yeah,
but they're doing it a different way, and evidently, I've got to go watch this because evidently there's a whole deal on the Scheffler arrest.
Yeah, there
Oh.
is.
That will be worth watching.
That was like the way they
That
kinda
will
like
be worth
debuted it. They
watching.
were like this,
Huh?
it's like the way they kind of like promoted.
Because the Netflix cameras were, in the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Scotty Scheffler getting arrested was such a crazy. I mean, it's a crazy deal, man.
That was like
It's
because
insane.
I'm up for my show in the morning, and not a lot of people are up at that time, and I just have SportsCenter on
The
in the
odds
background.
of
and
him
I'm like,
being arrested
Scotty
are like
Scheffler's arrested.
no. Scotty Scheffler
Insane.
being arrested is
Yeah.
still one of the craziest things that's
That is one of the craziest things that will ever happen in sports.
Ever.
Ever.
Him pulling up to the golf
Ever.
course getting arrested is crazy.
Yeah. The mugshot. It's crazy. Like he has a mugshot.
I have a free Scotty shirt with him in the orange
And
thing.
that's cool.
So funny.
They put the merch out quick.
I know. They got it out quick. All right, yeah. All right. So slow horses. That's one that sounds like I need to tell my dad about too, because my
It's real
dad
good.
watches all these shows.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Billy Bob Thornton one? That's the one he told me I gotta watch.
No.
Landman, or what's it called? Is it Landman?
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
yeah,
going
yeah,
crazy over that.
It's the Taylor Sheridan. The guy who did,
They
Yellowstone.
say everybody tells me I gotta watch Landman. Yeah.
There's
Everybody
also
tells
some
me
new. There's a new president show on Netflix that just came out. It's with Robert De Niro.
Oh.
Zero something.
I don't know.
Zero something. Anyway, that just came out. It's like the hot new show, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm busy with my good shows.
You watch a lot of TV, bro.
Yeah,
You watch
every
a lot
night.
of TV.
We have our little it's like schedule.
List
we
of
watch
things
a
that you're gonna
documentary
watch?
while we work out and while we cook dinner, and then we watch one episode of TV. Well, usually we have sports, but
Yeah.
on a night that we have off, we watch one episode of TV, and then I'm in bed by 9.
You watching? I'm watching like Big Little Brawlers on A&E.
You know what?
You watching real
everyone
TV?
has everyone has their favorite shows, Devin. That's
right.
okay.
Watching like
Hang it in the Louvre.
Hang it in the Louvre. I'm watching like first. What's that movie? 60 Days In. That's a show that I watch.
Jail shows.
What's the latest? What was the latest
60 Days-
episode? Yeah.
I just think it just teaches you don't go to jail.
I mean, that's always a good.
Because it
lesson
puts,
to
it puts like regular people in jail.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they always like say how bad it is.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, bro, just don't ever go to jail.
Yeah.
It's gonna do it for today's show. There's Devin's lesson. Don't go to jail, folks.
Don't go to jail,
Don't
y'all.
go to jail.
Thank you to Jessica Benson. Thank you to Devin Walker. Thank you to John Roser across the glass. Thank you to Jaylen back in the studio. Thanks most of all to number 12, John Morant, for making this a much more fun show than it almost was. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, we go.